Hi friends, the days and days of rain has ended with an absolute deluge this morning. The garden is finally drying out enough to come out, and I'm going to give you a garden tour and turn you around and let you see what it's looking like. But first, either my phone is fogging up or I need to clean off the lens. I'll be right back. Alright, this is what we have. I'll start right here in my long bed. After I took the cucumbers out of the solo cups, I put some mini watermelon, sugar baby watermelon seeds in. There's my black beans are growing up. And I think this is lemon basil. Let me give it a smell. Yes, this one's lemon. My lemon basil's doing great. My tomatoes are struggling. I need to give them, because we've had so much water, if you look at the ground, it's still very much saturated. So they're struggling. But they'll bounce back. We have zero rain really in the forecast for the next, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So I'll give it a chance to dry out, except for my corn. I'll water this one. And look at all this basil. I was supposed to dig it out and up-pot it, but I never got around to it. The squash vine borers has gotten to the pumpkin. However, I just left it alone. And as you can see, it has rooted itself in the dirt down there. And it has even given me a tiny white pumpkin. And the rest of it is dying, dead. So I left it because, oh, you can see some more leaves are starting right here. But I left it because I didn't want the squash vine borers to go after the pumpkin, not the pumpkin, the cucumbers or the watermelon plants. So if this can leave this alone, I'm all for it. All right, our next bed, I'm going to add some more sweet potatoes to this bed, because I need the sweet potatoes to be invasive. That storm really did a number. This guy, he's broken his restraints. I need to tie him back up. The sweet potatoes are looking a little shredded. I wonder if it actually hailed. It might have. I don't know. Some more basil, volunteer basil popping up everywhere. And of course my sage, I trimmed it back a lot so that there would be room for the tomatoes and for the sweet potatoes. And I'm going to actually put 3 more sweet potato plants right here in this area. Alright. The next bed, of course, is my oregano and sweet marjoram. And let's see the flowers right here. So these are the marjoram flowers. And then let's go over here. These are the Italian oregano flowers. These are the ones I harvest because they're really sweet. And these are purple, if you can see. These are the regular culinary oregano flowers. And I'm leaving them because right now the bees are really liking them. The hoverflies are liking them. And back here, I'm going to harvest these. All my seed pods are ready. And then I'm going to flip this and put more green beans in there. I have, let's see, I think just 1 pepper plant in here. And 1 basil and 1 weed. Take that out. There are 2 pepper plants, one really small in the back, if you can can see it. Let's come from the top. One tiny pepper, and this one, I think actually this is basil. Yeah, it's cinnamon basil. So these two are basils, and the tiny pepper plant. It's not really doing anything. I have 2 or 3, and it's crowded, but they don't seem to mind. Tomato plants in here, along with cinnamon basil as well. And there's 2 cinnamon basils and 1 marigold that is about to flower. You see that? These are my walking onions, my walking Egyptian onions, and I am gradually, as they pop up, I'm moving them up the hill so that I can recoup this pot. Alright, and here are my green beans. I do have some leaf miners in there, but I'm not really concerned. Lots of flowers on the beans, on the peppers rather, and that one's getting pretty big. And it looks like there's about to be lots of flowers on the bean plants, which is excellent. These I am either giving away or selling. I don't know which one, but they're going away. I don't know what that is. What are you? You're a carrot or are you dill? Look at this. I don't know what that is. It's pretty. If you know what that is, let me know. I didn't plant it here. It's pretty. I have a couple of tomato plants growing in here as well. I think the strawberries are pretty much done. And so I might get a strawberry here and there throughout the summer, but they're done. They're done. Then the runners have already started making new baby strawberry plants. Alright, I moved my celery over here so that it will be out of direct sunlight all the time. So it is pretty big. It's about 1 foot tall right now. It's probably in need of some food. It's struggling a little bit, and I'll give it a good feeding after a while. And right here I have some, looks like some more chamomile ready to plant or ready to harvest. I also have have to cut off the top. This plant smells like Colgate toothpaste. It's called Mountain Mint. It is not a true mint, but I do like to boil it and use it as air freshener. My sweet mint is ready to harvest. So is my culinary thyme, and I think I can probably get away with harvesting my lemon thyme now. It looks big enough and strong enough to survive a harvest. My parsley is still not ready for me to take the seeds. All I want is the seeds. My lemon balm is doing great. This is where the Egyptian walking onions are going to go, right here, and hopefully take over this bed. This is a tree. Let me pull it up. A squirrel lost his food over the winter. This was supposed to be a wild zinnia bed. I planted several seeds. This one is a new color for me. This one I hope is red because I planted some giant red zinnias. There's quite a few that haven't gotten big yet and haven't flowered yet, so I don't know what color they're going to be. But I threw a bunch of mixed seeds in here, and we'll see what we get. Now, back down the hill, I seem to have skipped a few things. My collards are still growing and is ready for a whole nother harvest. Look at that. They're huge, they're massive. This is my catmint, and as you can see way down in there, or if you can see, it has used up a full hand of soil. So normally when my mint does that, I pick the whole thing up, add more soil on the bottom, and sit it back in there. All right. My chocolate mint is trying to run away. That is something you don't want to happen. Otherwise, you'll end up with mint all over your yard. Not like that would be a bad thing. But this is what my garden is looking like as we head into 90 plus days and no rain for the next 5 days. You guys have a blessed day, and I will see you next time. Bye.